Guys, Clash with Dandy Dan bringing another episode of Rush It. This one's going to be a little different focus here. So I had showed you my war attacks in the last video. That was episode 9-1. So if you didn't catch that, you can go back and look at them because I'm not going to rerun my war attacks here. But what I am going to do is take a quick peek at my son's attacks. His account is Big Wumpo. You can see he had a 3-star and a 2-star, an 86% 2-star. Now his account happens to be, since he just restarted the game and he's moving his account up from 0, he happens to be, oh, here, I want this. He happens to be in a similar level than me as far as Town Hall. And so, we'll take a look at this 86% 2-star. Now, also, right now, his dragons and balloons are maxed because he's on that initial boost from having gone up from a Town Hall. And so, you know, he's bringing it in here. He's got drags and loons. He did not upgrade his spell factory, so he doesn't have rage yet. And he's neglected some other important upgrades, which I kind of talked to him about this, and he's working on improving it. But you can see he's only got 5 spell slots, so in this attack, he should really have another rage spell or something else to work with here. So he's a little low on spells, and that's kind of hurting him a little bit. I'm going to speed this up just a tad. And so that's kind of what's ending up happening. Now he's dropping in his balloons. He kind of messed up the funnel, and I sort of told him, well, come in from this side then and do that. And, you know, whatever, that's fine. And he also doesn't have the giant arrow yet, which he's working on. But that would have helped him tremendously in this too. So it's really just, the video is about taking care to upgrade the right things as you strategic rush. Like the one day he was telling me, oh, I got my expos going up, and I'm like, well, that's great, but what about your troops and stuff? What are they? And discovered that, you know, his drags were still level 1 at the time. I think he's got him up at least 1 more level. We'll take a peek at his account in a second. So just taking care that as you strategic rush, you bring up the guide once in a while like we do in the videos and refresh on what your goals are so that you're doing the right things. So we're going to go into Clan and we're going to find Big Wumpo somewhere. And we're going to look at his profile. And so, you know, the heroes are still new, but those look pretty decent. Of course, he's low on spell space. He's got his heal up, which is not really, you know, we talked about the whole dragon loon thing, and yet his quake is kind of low. His zap is okay. And then you see the drags are only level 2, and that's pretty recent. The balloons are level 5. Now, if we go back here and we'll visit, sweepers level 1. Air defenses look a little weak, but you know, whatever. That one's like almost non-existent because it's probably new. Here's his expo, so that, you know, he built the expo. So you just want to make sure that you're doing the elixir upgrades and the research and the heroes. Those are the main things. And all the other stuff is very secondary. So make sure you keep that in mind. Now we'll look at this account as a whole and see, like, my air defenses are up. Most of the other defenses are garbage, which is fine, except for the bomb tower, which I got excited about and upgraded. And then if we look at the profile, though, see my dragons are level 3. Balloons and his balloons are the same. So you just have to have that war attack that you can do something with and have certain levels of troops up enough that you can take it to the next town hall. So be wary of that and make sure that you are doing that. And that's really all I had for this video. but I wanted to show it real quick before those war replays went away. And to give him some credit, we will go to, whoops, we will find his 100% attack on number 20. So I'll speed through that first part. Here comes the balloons. Yeah, I bumped something with my finger. Sorry about that. And, yeah, so you just got to make sure that you're on target with the rush guide if you're rushing, because otherwise it's really going to backfire on you, and it will hurt as far as trying to raid on the daily and doing the things that you need to do. So that's all I had for this particular video. We'll call this 9-2. It's not really a progression video, but it is more about just staying on task. We can build something, and I'm going to gem this so we can build another something. And I think it's definitely going to be 2 heroes. You only got 16 hours. We're currently not in a war, so then they'll be done for the next war. I also have a goblin builder, so I might as well use that, right? So let's just go for this elixir collector and see if we have enough gems to do it. We do. So we might as well get something done. So I can't say also the goblin builder is really helpful. And I think the next video I'm going to get, try and look into like a Town Hall 9 base of sorts. Because, you know, I've got the Expo floating out there. I'm sure my war base is maybe not possibly up to par. So we'll work on that. I will see you guys next time. Take care.